Can you get monetized on Sora and make money? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today, and the answer might shock you. In fact, if you were to look here, you can see there's tons of videos about how to make money online with Sora. Some of them are saying we're going to be millionaires. This guy says you're going to make FU money with Sora, and on we go. Some people are saying this is the next biggest thing that's going to mint new millionaires overnight. But is this actually true? Well, I'm glad you found this video because today we're going to break it down and show you everything. I'm going to be looking at Sora 2 from the lens of having made money online for over 25 years. And I'll try not to spill more coffee as we go along. What we're going to do is we're going to go line by line and talk about how Sora works, what it is, the plans for monetization, how you can start making money with it right now, and the truth about what you can expect. This is going to be a doozy. So if you're excited to learn how Sora 2 can make you money, and also some of the facts other people are saying that aren't really facts, and real methods you can use starting right now, then smash the like button and let's go to work. All right, so let's dive in. Is Sora going to make people millionaires? Is it going to make you FU money, absurd money, or millions like the other guys are saying? What are the niches that actually work? And what can this work for to really make money? Today, we're going to go line by line and take a look at what this platform is and how the money is made. First of all, I want to point your attention to what Sam Altman has recently said about monetization, because it looks like they do have plans to monetize Sora. However, these aren't in the works yet, and it's not yet known if it's going to trickle down to us normal people. It might just be for big companies at this point. Now, looking at this and understanding exactly what's going on is super important because, let's face it, OpenAI is actually losing money on this product by the day, not to mention all the lawsuits they have about using the likeness of other characters. This is where we're getting into a gray area of social media and marketing where people think it's okay to use and say whatever you want. For example, I made a video in Sora, much like a lot of the other videos you see online, where there's people walking on a beach telling you how much money they made and everything like that. And a lot of times they're just hawking some scam or overhyped program to get you to sell that same program, which in my opinion and my definition is more of a racket than an actual business. There are ways to legitimately make money online using Sora and other platforms, but I think we need to understand the truth about what's going on. And before we get into the ways that this is going to work, the ways that other people say it's going to work, and the truth, I want to have my big disclaimer here, which is the vast majority of people trying to quote unquote make money online make nothing. So you need to take everything that you hear online with a grain of salt because this is a business. There's pitfalls, there's risks. Some people even lose money. So we need to take this with a fine-tooth comb and look at where money is actually made. I've been lucky throughout my 25-year career to start off on the right foot, which allowed me to make good decisions as I went on and made me millions of dollars. I am here to share that information with you so that you can understand exactly where money is made online and how. Because looking at something like Sora might get exciting. You might say, hey, I'm on the ground floor, I'm gonna make a lot of money. However, for the vast majority of people using Sora, I think at best, it's just brain rot, waste of time content. At worst, I think it's actually affecting your brain in a negative way, which is going to stop you from making money. This is super important. Now, I went through and I looked at this with a fine-tooth comb to say, what is this platform? How does it work? First of all, there's two things we need to look at with Sora. One, it is an AI video generator. It's actually a pretty good one. It makes really good short videos. As you see here, I made little videos with people walking and the money and stuff like that. I have a little plan for that. I did one on sales prices of Orlando houses and all kinds of different things that are related to different projects. We're going to talk about the ones that'll make money and the ones that will waste time in just a minute. Now, looking further as to what Sam Altman said, obviously they're having issues with rights holders and AI intellectual property and all of this stuff, which is getting really crazy, which kind of surprises me that someone at Sam Altman's level would just slap together a product like this, not thinking about the impact it's going to have on his company and also the impact going forward on other stuff. Now, I do see, yes, he's making a TikTok play, which, yeah, TikTok's worth lots of billions of dollars, so that makes sense. However, his is AI only. So the only thing you can see on this social network is AI generated content, which is getting into the realm of slop. Now, a lot of people are saying there's lots of ways to make money with this. There's a lot of traffic. There's a lot of hype around it. Is it going to live long, or is it going to fizzle out like a fad? Well, let's take a look at what the other people are saying. The videos I looked at here, in addition to the slop and copyright infringement and all of that, we see that people say you could use this as an AI agency client services. Well, we're going to look down below and see that these videos are watermarked. So in order to use them for client agency stuff, I don't think this is the best platform. You'd probably be better off with something like Google VO or the old Sora that allows you to generate them. Again, looking at this as two things. One, you have the platform, and two, you have the video creator. Video creator's good, has watermarks, not good. So looking at that, we need to understand what's going on. Using it for AI agency, I don't think you're going to scale this and make a lot of money. Could you get clients? Maybe. We have to look at the type of clients that this would bring in. Number two is to sell social media content creation. That's almost identical to number one, but hey, that's what these people are saying is going to make you money. Again, I don't think this is going to be big. I mean, you could sell the service of like running the campaign for them. But again, we have to look at how this is going to equate to dollars, which we're going to get into in a minute. Running professional ad campaigns, yeah, this is probably legit. It will cost money once they have monetization up. You can run ad campaigns on Sora. However, small video ads are tougher to monetize than big, long videos. So maybe that's a little hypey and you could do it, but it might not be the best use of your time. Number four is to create educational promotional videos for brands. That could work. Again, watermark issue. Upselling additional services and software. This could be viable where you could go through and actually use Sora. Like this one here, I made a video for a garlic peeler and it did a pretty good job of like, okay, here's the garlic peeler, here's how it works. Pretty cool. The voice was a little AI-ish, but it was all right. Here's another one I did for drones. I found the keyword follow me drone is actually pretty popular. And I did notice that some of these videos are getting picked up in Google. So we are seeing that the ChatGPT site is getting picked up. The traffic's on the upward trajectory. It's brand new. We're going to see it spike much like we did with the custom GPTs. Those things got ranked. I had students that did pretty well with them. I did pretty well with my own. I got a lot of customers from it, a lot of people using it. I think there's still like 5,000 people a month using it, which is pretty cool. Next up, we have creating these videos for brands. I would say for the upselling, that's going to relate to the agency. However, I like the idea of making videos for little products, kind of like UGC content, but more like quick snippets. We're going to talk about how this works in just a minute, where you make a snippet of like, oh, here's all these kitchen tools and how they work. Quick little thing, follow me, I'm the kitchen guy, or whatever, right? Something very simple. Becoming an influencer on AI platforms, with a 7-second video, that's going to be a little tough. You're going to have to make a lot of videos to start getting traction, which I believe Sora times out at 20 or 50 a day, which could put a damper on things. I mean, it seems like a lot, but you're going to have to put out a lot of content to get it going. Creating faceless social media accounts. These people are talking about taking it off platform, where maybe you'd put it on Instagram, maybe you'd put it on Facebook, YouTube, or whatever, wherever it allows. That's what they're talking about there. I think, again, with a 8-second video, which seems to be the limit for these, it's not going to be the greatest. You could do slop content, but again, you would need a lot and the right kind of content to really make it work. Building AI influencers, I don't think that's going to happen with this small of time. Creating video ads for dropshipping or e-commerce, this could actually work. If I was dropshipping that garlic peeler, this could work pretty well. And maybe take your product and be like, okay, here's 100 different uses for the garlic peeler. Maybe it'll work for something else or whatever, right? Try to find as many things as you can to make about it. Building an online store business, That's pretty much the same as this. It's basically getting traffic to it. Running ad campaigns, again, we went over that. So the stuff that they said was going to make this crazy, absurd FU money, I'm not seeing it. However, I do see some things where this can be promising. Now, in the Sora update #1 blog post, we see that they have been learning quickly from how people are using Sora, taking feedback from users, rights holders, and other interested groups, talking about the lawsuits and everything like that. We're going to make changes soon. First, giving right holders more control. Maybe they'll have like how YouTube has like a database of things, and it's like, okay, does this do the same thing as this? Something like that. Second, this is the important one that you need to pay attention to. We're going to have somehow make money for video generation. People are generating much more than we expected per user. That means like the people who are creating this stuff are creating more than 20 or 50 a day, and it's getting out of hand. It's getting crazy. In my opinion, I think it's just a slot machine. However, there is traffic on the slot machine, and you know, people are watching it. So let's just say that there is traffic there. Now, if we wanted to go through and make money on this, and again, I'll have the notes and prompts that I'm going through over here at AIProfitScoop.com. Now, again, Watermark didn't like it. You cannot use links. I noticed that videos with a link or a URL usually said you can't post it. You can create it, but you can't post it. Again, the two sides of the coin. One, it's a video generator. Two, it's a platform. As a video generator, I think Google's product is way better. I've also tested in video. I was trying to make a little video like this.
In 2019, I fell for a scam.
It's okay. Not that great. Syllabi, I tried theirs as well.
2019, I fell for a scam.
Wasn't the greatest. Now I did use a JSON prompt. That's why it's like literally almost identical. Look at how identical the person is in these two videos, even though it's a different creator. Same kind of thing over here. I used the same prompt over here as well. So looking at that is important. Now, when I used the prompt on Sora 2, because it was in the make money nature kind of thing, it did say I couldn't create it, which was interesting because it was like, hey, this was like satire about some scam thing or whatever. So looking at that's kind of important. Now, when we're looking at the money stuff on platform, this is something that a lot of people miss when it comes to making money online, is they think that the platform and the creation generation engine is all in one. Like, I'm going to put it on Facebook, Facebook's going to pay me. That does happen. You need a lot of content to make it work. Most people make nothing or like $1 if they're lucky. So looking at it on platform, usually you're going to want to take people off platform, where like if I was doing a niche like cooking stuff or best ways to clean your pans or cleaning tips, something very quick and easy that people would want more of, then I could say, you know, go to my website or something like that, like this video, right? You watch it and you're going to want more of the prompts, you're going to want more of the stuff. And I really can't put it in a video. You'd be crazy to try and copy and paste it, but I can put it on a website. So that's kind of like providing value on the platform, making money on the platform, and then also sending them somewhere else. Looking at this, the viral stuff that we see is not profitable. Like it's really just generated, you know, it's like elephants getting pulled over on the highway and silly stuff like that. It's literally just AI brain rot slop. Now, off-platform niche content is what a lot of people are saying, where like, okay, we could take the video. This is where you look at it like a video creator, make the video, take it off-platform. I do like that they watermark them because it's 100% AI. So it should be watermarked in some way. I think all AI content should be watermarked in the future because it needs to say, hey, this was created with AI and it's not real. We're getting into a gray area there, and I think Sora is kind of blurring the lines there. I'm not a big fan, but we can post this stuff off platform. You can make an Instagram Reels. I don't think they care that the Sora is on there. I don't think they care. Or you could build it on platform for followers, right? Now, if you're going to do that, what I would do is I would pick one of the niches we're going to talk about, and I would keep your Sora account specific to that niche, right? So you would make one about, you know, the cooking ideas, the utensils or the cleaning tips or workouts. Something very simple and something that leads to what's going to make money naturally. You want to create content that people are naturally going to be like, I like that guy's stuff. I want to go find where he has more. You can do that on Sora. Like I think the ground floor type thing on Sora, since it's new, is going to be maybe training people on how to use Sora, like Sora prompt tips, right? You just keep doing that, keep doing that. All the people on Sora are people creating on Sora because that's why you're there. Nobody's just signing up to watch videos, I certainly hope. So if you did that, that could be a good way to get your foot in the door and then sell some prompting course or something cool like that. Now, when we go through here, I had a list of different niches and things that I thought would work. Also, here's the video on Google Gemini. Again, looking at how that prompt kept the consistency of the character, even cross-platform, right? Like even on different platforms, we are seeing it is almost identical. She's like wearing the same thing. It's pretty crazy. I mean, look at that. That is just amazingly similar across platform with the same exact prompt. I mean, just crazy. So looking at that, I think prompting is going to be the key. For me, I am going to use Sora to tell people about prompting and try to get them into my AI Profit Scoop, where we have tons of prompts and tools and all kinds of cool stuff. That would be a good play for me because then they would actually build and grow. Now, looking at the terms and everything, make sure you understand this because as far as I understand, they own the rights to what you create. So even if you take it off platform, they still own it. So it's kind of interesting. All right, next up, let's take a look at what else we have here. With the short video market, I think it's huge. This is why OpenAI and Sora 2 got into this. TikTok, 1.6 billion monthly active users. Average time of 58.4 hours spent per month by adults. That's insane. I mean, that's just crazy amount of time people are spending. That's like 2 hours a day. Ridiculous. Instagram Reels, over 2 billion monthly active users, 140 billion daily views, huge engagement rate. YouTube Shorts, this is huge. Now, when we look at monetization, these numbers I do not think are indicative of the average creator because you have creators that make one content and make nothing. That's the vast majority. Most people make nothing. I think this is talking about like the vast majority of full-time, big-time content creators. I would use this not to say, hey, this is what I'm going to make, because you're not. Use it to say, okay, Twitch is the lowest paying, Instagram's the highest. Where should I focus? I think Instagram's a good one. I've been kind of not using that as much as I should. I'm getting into it now, but we are seeing that that works really well. All of the other platforms do have a way for creators to make money with bonus programs, with monetization and things like that. Sora is probably going to follow behind pretty soon. However, the difference is there's not much you can do with an 8-second video with AI. Like the creativity is all the AI making it. Like the AI might as well just make its own videos, which eventually that's probably where they're headed because it'll just churn money and then, you don't even need people to use it or whatever. Don't have to share money with anyone. Could be where they're headed there. Now, looking at this, let's take a look at some of the ideas that we had in niches. I had this list out 50 different niches that would work for this. Some of them I wouldn't do. Like I probably wouldn't do some of like the big finance ones or health ones. But some of them are pretty good. Like we have travel, like little travel tips. Oh, hey, do this and you'll, save money or whatever. Solar energy. I did some tests over here with solar. This one was pretty cool. So it's talking about how solar adds value. And my thought was, can I make a bunch of videos about what solar benefits are and drive them to a solar site? Okay, if they go there, then I could have, high paying ads and sell space and things like that, affiliate offers and things of that nature, where all I would do is just come in every day and create videos about how solar saves money or something like that. Obviously being ethical and true and fact checking everything. Some others I looked at that I'll make notable: smart home stuff, right? You could show like a switch and then something cool happens in the house or whatever. Credit card tips, tech gadgets, real estate, all kinds of stuff. Beauty, that's going to be a really big one. Fitness, or even AI tools. You could talk about different AI tools like, hey, here's this tool that the best AI tool for content. Bing, the winner is. The best AI tool for video, the winner is. Boom, there you go. Really cool. looking at different apps, softwares, tools, things like that, productivity hacks, e-com, pets, AI voice tools, car cleaning. This would be fantastic. I mean, how many ways can you clean your car? The window, the tires, the mirrors. I mean, there's so many different things. You can create so much content about it. And what I would do is I would just start with a chat GPT and I would say, list over 100 things to clean on your car. And you could just be the car cleaning guy. And then, you go and maybe get a sponsorship with some car wax or something like that. And you could start to see, okay, here's what you do. Here's all the things. Here's how to clean your windshield wipers or whatever, right? Looking at content linearly or sideways, however that works, right? You're going to make it bigger. So where it could be like, oh, I just clean a car. We're going to isolate down all the things you do to clean the car. Same kind of thing with the other niches here. Some I was looking at is like maybe quotes. This would be fantastic for little quotes videos. However, Sora does struggle with text, much like ChatGPT did in the beginning. But there's a lot of things you can look at here that would work really well. Again, looking at it systematically and having this create the ideas is key. And this is where I got into like, okay, let's create these ideas, business class upgrade, miles, lounge secret, whatever. Obviously make sure they're good and true and everything like that. But you could create little helpful videos that would help people, save money on travel or whatever. And I had these ones created for travel. I had this one created for the Follow Me drone. And again, what we're doing is we're looking at the keywords and understanding, okay, these are things that can work. It is getting picked up in Google. Not much. There's not a lot of traffic yet. It will get the ball rolling, much like TikTok got picked up, much like YouTube, Instagram Reels. This will get picked up, and if you title it right and you have a good video and you get it out there, it could do well. Again, the results are not crazy amazing, but if you stay the course, you could probably build a business. Realizing we are looking at this like a business, we're not going to go out there and get a Sora account and be rich tomorrow. This takes work. But I could go in here and do Follow Me Drone. And, drones, there's some drone affiliate programs that pay like $500 a sale, $200 a sale, and on we go. And you could see here's all these different people, almost 7,000 people a month looking up Follow Me Drone. That would be something good. You could be an Amazon affiliate and talk about different drones, things like that. And what I would do is I would keep it to the stats. So like maybe show a flyover view. And it's like the DJI has 1080p, moving camera, follow me option, learn more, or something like that, right? Something very straightforward and simple based on keywords and focus on helping your niche. So hopefully you're going to understand now how Sora 2 works, looking at it two ways. One, there's a video creator element, which is the AI. You can download them and do what you want with them, obviously looking at their terms and conditions of what you are allowed to do, how you can use them, things like that. And two, there is the platform where there's a lot of traffic. So using both, I mean, if you're making the video, you might as well try to get traffic on Sora. And for me, what I'm going to do is I'm going against the grain. I actually am opening up a new business where we are making a fight against AI content, where it's like, okay, let's fight against slop content that's not helpful. Because, I mean, for me personally, being an internet marketer, making money online for 25 years, the amount of AI garbage content and regular garbage content is just through the roof right now. And I think it's damaging. And so what I'm going to use this for is educating people on what AI and slop content and brain rot content does to your brain. Much like we saw with reality TV, where it's not always the greatest thing for us. And, some people have cool, helpful stuff about that. So if you enjoyed this video, let me know as a comment below. Smash the like button, grab the notes and the list of niches over at AIProfitScoop.com, and I'll see you in the next video.